That night, when the moon hid behind dark clouds, when Umwokoro village was still buzzing with fights, confessions, regrets, and arguments, a single knock landed on Mama Ozioma's door. Not urgent, not violent, just deliberate. Knock. 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 Mama Ozioma froze where she stood. Her heart whispered, "No, this voice, this pattern, I know this knock." She slowly approached the door, her hands trembling. She opened it, and there he stood, Obiahulu, Cyprian's former apprentice, the quiet one, the one with secrets swimming inside his calm eyes. Obiahulu had left the village years ago without a word. Some said he traveled, some said he joined a shrine, some said he ran mad and recovered. But nobody knew the truth. Until tonight. Standing in front of her, his wrapper soaked from rain, his face emotionless, he whispered. Obiahulu said, "Mama Ozi, it has started, hasn't it?" Mama swallowed hard. Obiahulu, you know about this thing. You know what Cyprian trapped inside that calabash. Obiahulu sighed deeply, stepped inside, closed the door behind him, and sat near the trembling pot. Then he whispered, "Mama, I warned him. I begged him, but your husband refused to listen." Mama's legs weakened. Listen to what? To leave that spirit where he found it. A lightning flash illuminated Mama's fearful face. The spirit inside the calabash shifted again. Obiahulu stared at it with recognition and fear. Obiahulu cleared his throat and began. "Mama, the spirit inside that calabash is older than Umwokoro, older than this land, older than the ancestors." Mama whispered, "What spirit? What is this thing?" "They call it Ekwinsu Izioku, the spirit of unburied truth." Mama's eyes widened. Obiahulu continued. "Long before our time, people used to summon this spirit to settle disputes. It forced men to say the truth. But the spirit grew too powerful. People started abusing it. Families broke. Communities collapsed. Too many secrets forced out. Too much pain." Obiahulu shook his head. Finally, the ancestors trapped it in a sacred calabash and buried it in a forbidden grove. They declared, "Let truth remain where it is, unless called by the dying tongue of a just man." Mama gasped. "So Cyprian, my Cyprian, he opened the grove?" Obiahulu's eyes dropped. "Yes. Your husband found the calabash on his last herb hunting journey. He thought it was a blessing, a spice that strengthens healing." Mama felt her knees shake. "He never told me." He couldn't. The spirit bound him by oath. The moment he touched the calabash, the spirit demanded something from him. Mama's breath hitched. What did it demand? A vow? A promise that the next time truth is needed in this land, the one who opens the calabash again must bear that cost. Mama staggered back. So the debt The debt that spirit mentioned is mine. Obiahulu nodded. You opened it, Mama. You fed it. You woke it. You revived its power. Suddenly the pot vibrated. The calabash rattled violently. The spirit rose, taller this time, clearer, sharper, like smoke forming the shape of a face with hollow eyes. The spirit said, "Welcome, child of Cyprian's promise." Obiahulu froze. Mama fell to the floor. Mama said, "Spirit, I did not mean to wake you. I was desperate." The spirit said, "All humans are desperate. That is why I exist." Obiahulu stepped forward courageously. "Spirit, you have done enough damage today. Return to your calabash." The spirit laughed, a deep, hollow, vibrating laughter that made the lantern flame tremble. "You dare command me, boy? You who abandoned your master because you feared me?" Mama gasped again. "Obiahulu, is that true?" Obiahulu lowered his head. "I left because your husband and I argued. He wanted to use the spirit's power to help people confess truth during healing. But I saw the danger. I begged him to destroy it. He refused." Mama cried softly. The spirit hovered closer. "Now you understand. Your husband tried to control truth, and truth cannot be controlled." Thunder rumbled outside, as if agreeing.
While Mama and Obiahulu were facing the spirit, the village outside was turning into madness. People were still confessing uncontrollably. Couples were fighting. Elders were crying. A young boy ran into the street shouting, "I am the one who put pepper in my sister's underwear." Women wailed at hearing the truth. Men fought like cocks. Families dragged one another like masquerades. The spirit grew stronger with every confession. It whispered, "Do you hear it? Truth is flowing like a river, and I am drinking." Mama clutched her chest. "Are you feeding on them?" "Yes, confession strengthened me, and I have not had power like this in centuries." Obiahulu grabbed Mama by the shoulders. "Mama, listen to me carefully. This spirit is not satisfied yet. The confessions are just the beginning." Mama cried, "What does it want?" Obiahulu looked away, pained. "I don't know, but it is the strongest truth buried in this land, and the spirit will tear this village apart until it comes out." Mama placed her hand on her chest. "Cyprian, what were you hiding?" The spirit's voice filled the room. "Cyprian died with the truth I needed, so I will take it from the people he left behind." Mama shook violently. "No, not my village, not my people." "Then find the truth. Bring it to me, or Umu Okoro will drown in confessions that destroy." Mama fell to her knees. Obiahulu looked at her helplessly, and the spirit whispered one final message before sinking back into the calabash. "You have 3 days." The lantern flickered out. Darkness swallowed the room, and Mama Ozioma realized she only had 72 hours to uncover her late husband's greatest secret, or lose the entire village to a truth-spilling curse that could never be reversed. Mama Ozioma sat in her kitchen, trembling, staring at the calabash. 3 days had passed since the spirit awoke, and every confession from the villagers had made it stronger, hungrier, almost like a living fire breathing inside her house. Obiajulu sat beside her, silent, watching the shadows twist in the moonlight. Obiajulu said, "Mama, the spirit is not satisfied, not yet. It wants the one truth your husband never spoke, the truth buried in his soul. Find it, or the village will drown in confessions." Mama gasped. Where will I find it? He's dead, Obiajulu. He took it to the grave. Obiajulu's eyes were grave. The grave doesn't hide oral secrets. Sometimes the living carry them. Sometimes objects hold them. Your husband left a mark, Mama. A mark only you can follow. Mama Ozioma swallowed hard, her fingers tightening around the calabash. Then I must do it. I must face the truth, even if it destroys me. Mama started moving through her small mud house. Every corner seemed to whisper. Every tool, every clay pot, every small spoon, it seemed alive. Obiajulu followed silently, whispering, "Listen. Sometimes the objects remember what the tongue cannot say." Mama approached her late husband's old chest. Inside were dried roots, parchments, and a small leather-bound book. She opened it. Dust rose like tiny spirits dancing in the lantern light. And there it was, Cyprian's diary. Mama's hand shook as she opened it. The first page, empty. The second page, a note. To Ozioma, when my spirit rests, only truth will free the village. The pepper soup is only a vessel. The secret is not in the spice, but in my heart. Do not fear it. Mama's eyes filled with tears. Obiajulu whispered softly, "Then you'll know where to go." Mama stepped outside the house. The villagers, already restless, gathered, sensing the air had changed. She lifted the calabash high. The spirit inside swirled violently, like smoke from 1,000 fires. Spirit, child of Cyprian, have you found the truth? Mama Ozioma, I think so. Cyprian, the truth you hid. You wanted to protect this village, but the cost was mine and theirs. She took a deep breath and spoke the words that had been hidden for 10 years. Mama Ozioma, loud, strong, trembling. My husband, my Cyprian. He was not just a simple herbalist. He made the spice to reveal truth, because the village was full of lies, greed, and secrets.
and he wanted to cleanse it. Even if it hurt, the calabash shook violently. The spirit roared. Then silence. The villagers froze. Not a sound, not a whisper. Then slowly, laughter. The spirit had left. The power of the spice, the truth, the confessions, all melted away, leaving clarity.
The next morning, Umuwokoro looked different. People were calmer. They looked at each other differently. Even Odogun, the first victim, was humbled. Odogun scratching his head. Mama Uzio, Abek, forgive me. I never know truth fit taste bitter like this. Mama smiled softly. The pepper soup is not just for food. It is for hearts, for honesty, for healing. But remember, power must be respected, never abused. The chiefs bowed to her. The elders whispered apologies. Families laughed, cried, and hugged one another. Obiajum nodded to Mama. Your husband's secret is revealed, and the village is saved. Mama Ozioma breathed deeply, holding the calabash. She whispered to it softly, "Rest now. I will honor your power, not abuse it. No more confessions forced. Only truth will speak when hearts are ready." As for Odogun, he learned his lesson. He never touched another pot. He was sent to fetch water for every market day. He carried buckets, not lies. The villagers laughed whenever they saw him, saying, "Odogu dey carry water, but him mouth no dey carry my secret again." And from that day, the pepper soup of Mama Uziomo became legendary. People came from far and wide, not for the magic, but for the honesty, the stories, and the laughter it inspired. Mama Ozioma smiled. Her late husband's secret finally at peace. Her village finally at peace. And the spirit of truth finally rested. And so ends the tale of Mama Oziomo and her magic pepper soup. A tale of secrets, confessions, and lessons hidden in aroma and spice. Remember, my friends, sometimes the truth burns, sometimes it heals, but it will always find a way to speak, just like the pepper soup of Umuwokoro. Thanks for watching this story till the end. Kindly like, comment, share, and subscribe for more intriguing folk tales that touches the heart. See you in my next video.